Hello everyone, welcome back to another movie review, and we just got back and watched Final Destination, the Bloodline. That's what it is. It is the 6th installment of the whole Final Destination. Doesn't say it's going to be the final one. There could be another one in the making because I don't think Final Destination will ever be over. It's one of those franchises that could keep on going for a very long time without even stopping. So either way, does this Final Destination, is it a good film, or is this one of those films that you could easily just pass on just like the other rest? For me, like the other ones that I did appreciate the most was the first one, the second one, and maybe a little bit of the third one. And I kind of went down the, the third one was like the roller coaster, I believe.
Yeah, that's the one I kind of remember.
Yeah, and basically after that, I just didn't got back into the other Final Destinations until I heard major good things about this one. And I decided like we should probably check it out. So either way, let's go right into it. What do you guys think about Final Destination?
I thought it was pretty poorly acted. I won't lie. I thought the characters were a little dumb. Their acting didn't help. Like, it made them all come off as dumb and unlikable, really. I mean, I missed the first, 10 minutes, maybe? The CGI was bad. I thought some of the CGI was actually really bad. The acting was bad. I mean, some of the kills were fine, but the ending part was like, like, really? That's how you're going to end it? Yeah. I'm just going to cut to, like, completely to the chase of this movie. I don't think it was good. Maybe it's better than a few of the other Final Destinations. I haven't seen those movies in years.
Do you remember at least how they died or occurred?
I just remember the roller coaster one, and I know a lot of people got their fear of roller coasters from that.
Yeah.
Aside from that, though, I mean, you could kind of pass on this film. I mean, some people might, if you like any of the Final Destinations, I'm sure you'll like this film. I don't think it really stands out like anything crazy.
All right.
That's my opinion.
No worries. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Ocean.
When I heard that this was like the best in the series,
are you serious?
I came out of it, I was like, damn, these movies must have been terrible. I haven't seen them since I was like a kid.
So
I've seen them all, but I was like,
well, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But the first one came out in 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
2000 exactly, so you could imagine how the movie probably was during the time.
I remember watching them all. Like, this would be fun to watch. Like, maybe that's just because how I watched them, like at sleepovers.
Yeah.
When I was like 10.
We did the same thing.
Some of the kills are like, they're fun to watch, but I didn't like the ending, but it's like still a fun watch. It's fine. It was like overly dramatic to where it was like making me like wanna die of cringe in the theater. Like they were taking it way too seriously at some points. I was like,
and then they would like joke about it and stuff like that.
And then they would, yeah. And I don't know. It was okay. I think I was expecting too much because of all the like
the
really
hype
good
around
reviews.
it. Yeah.
And I was like, damn, okay. But it just was Final Destination.
So. It's another Final Destination. I get it.
Yeah.
I think I just remember the third one, honestly.
Yeah. All right. So let's go back from the original. The first Final Destination, if you guys don't remember, it was about a plane ride. It was basically going on an airport. It was a lady who had a vision. Everybody died on the plane. And that was the first thing that happened in Final Destination that was very, very like appealing to many audience because they never saw that before. Like a life experience going back, and then all of a sudden she tried to warn people. And that's what basically the premise is. The second one happened during a freeway. Do you remember that whole scene with the logs? With the truck?
Oh, I do remember that scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, that's the second one?
That was the second one. And basically she tried to get everybody off the freeway, and basically everybody took a right turn, and obviously the cycle keep repeating. And it was pretty amazing.
That was the whole movie?
Yeah, it was a whole movie with the freeway, with the second one. Okay, and the third one was, eventually the roller coaster one, which basically happened. I saw bits and pieces of it. At least I didn't care too much about it. And that's what made me completely lose interest of the Final Destinations. Until finally getting into the sixth one because everybody kept talking about it. And to be honest, I actually enjoyed this. This, to me, is probably the best one that I saw so far. Yeah, probably, for me. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guarantee you, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I enjoy this film more than I thought I would. I thought it was just going to be one of those Final Destinations, like I'm just like going to see it, go like whatever, moving on. don't watch this. But to be honest, I actually enjoy this. I actually like the actors in here. And I know you guys missed kind of a little bit in the beginning, you know, like the 25 minutes or the 30 minutes of it.
Correct.
Because that was basically the most interesting part because it happened during the 1980s and basically like the stratosphere and basically how there was a huge accident that happened. And that was the whole vision part. That was really cool. That's why they keep mentioning about the penny.
Okay, yeah, I figured towards the end.
Yeah, and it was like pretty interesting. I love how the characters evolved from there. But yeah, I definitely love Final Destination Bloodlines. Surprisingly, kind of want to go see it again. And I know it's probably not your guys' cup of tea, but it is definitely for me. I enjoyed this more than I thought I would, to be honest. And I come here with low expectations, and I'm like, wow. But there is somebody that did pass away not too long ago. It is definitely Tony Todd, who has basically been in the other Final Destination films, who has been playing as William Worth, who is in the film previous. He was in 2000, like for the first Final Destination. He was there for a couple of third ones, and especially the fifth one. He's been in it for a couple of ones, and this one was his officially last one, and I think he delivered a really cool quote. And I'd like to talk about it, but in spoilers, not right now though.
Okay.
So I definitely enjoy this. I think you guys should go see it. Absolutely. I think, yes, some of the CGI is not that appealing.
Yeah.
But at least I like the death in it. That's what you basically come here for.
Yeah, for real, that's true.
And that's all you care about. You want to see some gory stuff go on. And it's pretty kind of entertaining. So either way, let's go to final verdict so we can spoil the hell out of this. So what do you think, Ocean?
C plus. C plus.
Oh,
It
wow.
was. I mean, I like Final Destination. I like the idea. I like the idea of death. It's a cheesy movie, but that's what Final Destination is. I liked some of the deaths, memorable stuff. If I see something somewhere from the movie, I'll think of the movie. Won't say what it is. I like the Bloodlines concept. I don't think they've done that before, where they held off death for so long, and then it comes for a family. So
What an asshole, right?
What do you mean?
Isn't Death a fucking asshole?
Technically speaking, yes. But he is doing his job.
I
Yeah.
get that, but it's like they're all gonna die anyways. But yeah.
Well, yeah. There is a reason to it, and it's a interesting reason.
Okay.
So definitely a C plus, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, boy.
I don't remember a lot of the deaths, except the last one and then the one in the hospital. So I'm just gonna give this a C, regular C.
An average C.
Yeah, it was fine. It was a chill movie. If you like Final Destination, you'll like probably this film. I don't remember the other ones too well. Actually, I really don't remember them. But I thought this was an average film. I'm definitely not the worst film of the year. Definitely not the best. It was fine. I enjoyed my short time with the film. I think it was only like an hour and a half, which I think was perfect for it. Oh, that was almost 2 hours.
Yeah, it kind of dragged
Oh, damn.
a little bit.
That sucks.
It did kind of, there's some moments that it
Yeah.
did drag, but I do appreciate the storytelling of it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah, I think I had the same rating I gave Until Dawn. I think that was, or maybe a little higher.
No,
I think
okay.
this might be a little higher.
Was it in DVD or
DVD, dude.
was it cassettes? I can't
It was
remember.
DVD.
It was DVD. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember
DVD
the deaths.
Yeah.
Like those are the things I watched the
I
first
don't
few
remember.
ones quite a few
So
times.
I
but-
only remember really the logs, which he told me in the freeway, and then
Yeah.
the roller coaster one with something with the flames and stuff
They
like
were
that.
promoting this movie with those trucks with the logs on them. Did you
Oh
see
no,
that?
no,
There
that's
was
crazy.
a poster of Final Destination Bloodlines, and there was the log truck
Oh,
just
that's
driving
cool.
around.
So,
So
yeah,
cool.
yeah, exactly. It's really cool. I
That's
like
okay.
that.
That's good for them.
It's
They made
because-
a shit ton of films. Good for them.
Yeah. So obviously a C, that's pretty good for an average film. I look.
For these films, I think that's a great review.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
if you are a big fan of these kind of films, like, horror, mystery, kind of gore elements, you're definitely going to like this one. It's a Final Destination film for sure. You're going to see the same tropes. Obviously, death is coming after you, and obviously you have an experience, and it basically just repeats itself. It's technically the same formula as the other destinations, which is basically very, very, depending on which ones. I still didn't see the 4 or 5. So I can't really say if those are really
Yeah.
good or not.
I mean, they have the worst reviews in the whole series.
Which one, the 4 and 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. See, so I can't really say about those two, but I could tell you at least the first and second, they were like the best ones. And the third one was okay, what I remembered. So, trust me, I didn't see that for a very long time. And with this Final Destination, I could tell you safely that this is probably the best ones out of those for sure. And it is really good. Especially kind of the family dynamic. I actually like that a lot. I know you guys probably didn't like it, but I kind of enjoyed some of it though. Like for sure. Like, especially with, the brothers, like kind of being together. What was his name? Like Eric.
Oh, Eric and the other guy?
Yeah, and the other guy, how they have it. It felt me a little bit of emotion, especially with, Tony's last performance on it as well. I'm like, damn, he killed it right there.
See, you were telling me. I was like, I don't remember this guy.
Well, because he showed in a very long time, but
Yeah.
he finally did show it. And maybe, let's see, the only one that I could probably say that kind of was a little off, maybe the main star, Stephanie Lewis, basically, who has been playing the main role. Maybe just a little bit. I still kind of appreciate her acting. I'd still buy it. Maybe the brother. It's kind of hard to
I don't know.
see which one the actors. I think they perform really well.
I thought they were.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't. I think I actually bought it.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I definitely bought it for me. I don't think none of them actually did perform really badly. I enjoyed some of the jokes.
Yeah, some of the jokes
Were like really hilarious, especially from Eric. I like Richard. What was his name? Herman.
All I know is he's Murphy.
Yeah, exactly. The guy from The 100, huh?
Yeah.
That's the only time when I saw him, I was like, "That's him," and I like him.
Yeah.
I like how they styled them like they're in the 2000s.
I
It was
didn't
so
really
cool.
say, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody kind of enjoyed this in Rotten Tomato as well.
Maybe
They
that's why
enjoyed
people liked it. It brought them back to what it used to. I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, see, like, yeah, there's gonna be some CGIs that it's not gonna be very good, but it's very appealing. I like the characters. I definitely like the story around this time around in Final Destination. I think you will definitely enjoy it as well, and I'm pretty sure it would actually get me to buy the ticket once more and actually make me want to go see it again. And I do think this is going to be one of those top films of this year, because we've seen some horrible films about mystery and horror ones that I don't want to talk about that we've seen this year. So I think this one definitely outperformed those for sure, 100 times fold. And I'm definitely going to give this an A-. I actually enjoy this more than I thought I would. It's really enjoyable to go see this kind of refreshing kind of film. Even though maybe some of the acting is not that bad sometimes, but I do definitely enjoy this for sure. But either way, if you guys want to stick to the spoilers, we'll be over there and spoiling the hell out of this. But until then, we'll be seeing you guys in the next movie review. Laters.